Hello and welcome back to this channel. Today's gonna be a really fun video because all we're gonna be doing is talking about pretty much all the plants in here. It's gonna be another grow room tour. So before I start giving you guys a tour, please subscribe, hit the bell notification on awesome. Start video and like this video. Let's go ahead and do this tour. So first we got three types of sections, kind of how I look at the grow room and kind of put it into sections. I like to call this like section number 1, shelves, section number 2, shelves, and then hydroponic systems. So it's kind of like 1, 2, 3 zones, but they all have different things. These both rows are pretty much the same exact thing except this. But yeah, so first of all, let's just go ahead and start with like the lettuce and the kind of like green area of it. So these are the kind of like grand lettuce, and these are buttercrunch. The things that are different between grand and buttercrunch is buttercrunch just has this like crazy smooth like thing with it. You can kind of see just how crazy smooth it is, and then these kind of look like you kind of squeeze this really hard, kind of like crumpled it up, and then it ended up turning like this. These look really cool too. Over here, something that we've been kind of working on for a while is this plant. This is a blueberry bush. It was supposed to go outside this year, but for some reason it just pretty much died out when we just got way too much rain. So we ended up barely saving it, and then we ended up moving it into here. And then that is a lily plant. To be honest, I don't really know why it's in here, but it is still a fun thing to grow. Then now, with pretty much all this being done, we just have one last section for this side, which is kind of a mix of two different things. So we got red lettuce. It is starting to change colors. Just started changing colors about a few weeks ago. And then we got a ton of basil. To be honest, we planted a lot more basil than that. I don't really know why none of it's growing, but it still grows pretty well. And there's a ton in the hydroponics growing too. Now starting with these rows over here. These plants, I don't really know why we have these in here, to be honest. Really, I should just pretty much get rid of them. It's kind of, to be honest, I don't really know what's happening with these. These are lettuce plants. For some reason, they're just not growing. I don't know, maybe too much light. I feel like it just got too much water in the beginning, and then the roots started to rot, and then now it's just can't grow as much. So, down here is one of my favorite plants to grow, which is spinach. I covered this on a completely different video. If you guys want to check that out, I would love it if you guys would watch that video next. So then down here we got kind of like a greens mix, just a ton of just random stuff. Actually, funny thing, these actually were insanely underwatered, and then almost died. Almost did. Like, all these leaves were badly damaged. All the leaves were pretty much turned to mush, and then I ended up just watering it like crazy for like 3 days, and then now they look awesome. So then over here we got more buttercrunch. This has a lot more in it. To be honest, this could use a lot more water too. These look really good. There's just in between. They're doing good. Some are doing not as great, but a lot of them are just really healthy. Then down here, these actually look really just overwatered, because once like lettuce leaves start to turn more of a yellowish color, they just mean they're starting to get too much water. They also feel a little bit heavy, so I'll probably just not water them for a while and see if I can fix it. Now, we got spinach over here. They're not leafing yet, kind of like those down there, but these are still really fun to grow. I'll probably end up moving those a little bit closer once we actually have some more harvest. So, this is where it gets fun. I've had a lot of problems with this in the past. We've had one of these systems longer than the other. We had it in a different location. We did have an awesome harvest with it. Huge harvest, so we know the systems work. The thing was, it was in a different location before we moved it into just this room. So, in these systems, we were growing basil, a lot of basil, and a lot of just lettuce. To be honest, I think basil must just be more whatever, just can't take the algae and stuff growing in the actual water. Like, you can kind of see like green type of stuff, which is algae in it. The roots must be just more immune to just take that stuff, just not get as hurt. And they actually look pretty good. They do look a little overwatered, but they should pretty much fix it. Yeah. So, kind of like these. Those plants are getting a lot bigger. So, they look a lot better. And the roots look really, really healthy. What's kind of funny is the lettuce just can't do it. Like, you can see like that. Also, the water doesn't look as good in there, actually. But yeah, so I think the game plan with this is either we can just go fully basil throughout the entire system, or we could kind of keep pumping water through, just grow stuff on the tops of these, and just kind of grow like microgreens or kind of just stuff like that throughout these systems, and kind of just use them and just cover up those holes with like paper or something like that. So, yeah. So this is gonna be the end of today's video. If you guys like these types of videos where we just kind of do a tour of everything, please subscribe, hit the bell notification on the awesome so everyone likes this video. Wow, it looks very interesting from this view. The camera's doing like, it looks like there's like, yeah, it looks cool. That would actually be a really cool picture. Just a screenshot right there, something like that. Oh yeah, there it is. That's kind of how it looks. Doing something weird there. But please subscribe, hit the bell notification on awesome so everyone likes this video. I'd really love it if you guys would check out some of our other videos, like one of the videos I mentioned a second ago, where I was talking about the spinach and stuff like that. So if you guys want to kind of learn how to germinate and grow spinach, that video is really just really good. I pretty much talked about everything that I use to get them started and just really work them out. If you guys want to know how to water plants the best, I have talked about this on the channel too, so if you guys want to check that out, we post a lot of content on this channel, so I really appreciate you guys spending your time today to support this channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when we post next. Peace!